Today's topic isn't about Austin, Texas at all. In fact, it's a little known town northwest of Austin by about 25 miles, and it's a town called Lago Vista, Texas. Now, for the next few videos, I really want to feature some suburbs of Austin so that you have a a good understanding of what is all around Austin, because there are so many great cities that aren't necessarily Austin that can get you out and about, close to all the amenities, and make sure that you're utilizing your funds and your money the best way possible and allowing you to do whatever it is that you want to do. So today's topic, Lago Vista, Texas. Like I said, it is located on the north shore of Lake Travis, opposite side of Lakeway, and there are a lot of benefits of Lago Vista. But first, do me a favor, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, do so right now. Help me out, follow along, hit that button below. So, one of the reasons that I moved myself and my family out to Lago Vista is, one, my folks have been out here for about 20 years, so I grew up coming out here. And even before they lived out here, our friends and family have had homes out here. And we, every 4th of July, have gone and watched the fireworks out here. And it's an absolute amazing show. But beyond that, I myself love being on or near the water. And as a licensed fishing captain, and not down at the coast all the time, I wanted somewhere that I could bring up and raise my family in and on the water. And so Lago Vista provided that for us. Now, if you're anything like me and you like the outdoors and like the lake life, you need to do yourself a favor and check out Lago Vista, because if you're inside the POA, the Property Owners Association, you have access to 7 parks. Now, those parks all have playgrounds for the kids. They've got pavilions, they've got barbecue pits. We have 3 boat ramps. Not all the time are all 3 available, but even when the lake is as low as it is, we still have access to 2 boat ramps that you can put on the jet skis, the boats, get out there and surf, get out there and kayak, whatever it is you like to do on the water, you have access to that through the POA. Now, I do want to let y'all know that if you look outside of the POA, you do not have as many park options. The city of Lago Vista has a public pool, a public park. Tessera has its own private boat ramp and public park. But unless you're in the POA, you don't have as much access to a lot of the amenities that you do if you're in the POA. So make sure that you understand the ins and outs of that, and that's where I come in to help guide you through that. But I wanted to be upfront and let you know that there are other places that do have options, but not near as many as the POA does. So, on to the next thing. If you are an avid hiker or enjoy going out for an afternoon out in the wilderness, Balcones Nature Reserve is right down the road. It takes us 5 minutes to get to one of the walk areas. You can go all the way halfway to Marble Falls into the furthest one, but they offer free hiking anytime you want. And my kids absolutely love it, even my 2-year-old. So we go out there any chance that we can to get out, enjoy the wilderness. It's absolutely beautiful out there. They've got interaction for the kids to learn about the things that happen out there and why it's preserved. And so if you enjoy that type of thing, that is another option for you out here in Lago Vista. That just about sums up the outdoor section of this. However, you also have golf if you enjoy doing that. And it's a fairly challenging course. We used to have 2 of them. However, we're down to 1, but it is a fun little track that if you enjoy to play, get out. It's relatively cheap, especially if you go on to some of the Golf Now forums and you can jump in. I saw one the other day for as low as 21 bucks after tax for all 18 holes with a cart. So steal of a deal. Check it out. Right now they're redoing some of the greens, but a fun little track that has tons of elevation changes, so check them out. Now, on to what else is there in Lago Vista? Well, we have a lot of local businesses that do restaurants, We've got a couple little bars. There's a brewery that's about to open up. I just drove by it the other day, and they're just about done with the build out, so that should be opening soon. But the restaurants around here, you've got Mexican food, you've got a sub shop that's absolutely awesome, you've got burger joint, you've got a little bistro, and they're adding more and more all the time. And in fact, our one grocery store, they're adding a Brookshire's in one of the other developments, so we're going to have 2 grocery stores that give you options if you don't want to drive into Cedar Park to hit up the H-E-B. And as I mentioned, Cedar Park is 15 minutes away. You can drive into Jonestown, which is 5 minutes away, and they've got several brand new restaurants, new bar, and so not everything is out in the distant like it used to be. So we've talked about the outdoors, the lake life, the restaurants and food options. Now let's talk about the schools. You've got your typical elementary, middle, we've got intermediate, and we've got a high school, and all those are ranked pretty dang well. And so you have good opportunity if you have small children or kids in high school to get out here. Good schools to go to. Now, on to other items. Well, let's talk about all the different events that Lago Vista puts on. You've got 4th of July, big parade. You've got first of the year. You've got Lago Fest, which is a huge festival with live music. It's open to absolutely everybody. If you haven't checked it out, they've got some great bands that are playing this year. And I'll put the links in the section below. But you've got a lot of activity, a lot of community input, and just a all-around great atmosphere. Now, like I said, Lago Vista is not that far from downtown Austin, so depending on where you work, your drive and your commute are relatively simple. As somebody who is born and raised in Austin, Texas, there are a lot of different little towns, and as I mentioned in the very beginning of this video, I want to start highlighting some of those towns around Austin and not just focus on Austin, because I think that there is so much more to this great city. And so if you are looking at moving, if you're looking at relocating to this area, do yourself a favor. Reach out to me. I've lived in just about every little part of Austin proper, including all the surrounding towns. So if you have questions, if you want to know the true ins and outs of this area and understand that there are some negative things and some great things about it, hit the link below. Set up a time to sit down and talk to me. We can jump on a Zoom, we can jump on a call, answer any questions that you got, understand your options before you make a major move, and be successful with it. So hope y'all are having a great day, and we'll see y'all next time.